And today, guess what? We're talking about Hecm. What is that? Stay tuned, we'll come right back. Hi everyone, I'm Jelaine Gilliam here in the Raleigh-Durham area. I'm a local real estate advisor, agent, realtor, and here joining me today is Ken, up to grade, and you're with?
I'm with Mutual Omaha Mortgage.
Ken, thanks so much for being with me today.
Absolutely, my pleasure to join you here.
Oh yes. Then today we're going to talk about what?
We're going to talk about the home equity conversion mortgage, or H4P for short.
Well, what is it exactly?
So it is a loan program that's available for folks that are 62 or older and are looking to buy that last time home, is what I call it. The place where they plan on spending their last years aging in place, I guess. What it does is it allows them to make a large one-time down payment and then not have any kind of monthly mortgage payment going forward. So
oh, that sounds fantastic.
it really works well for a lot of people because they don't want the obligation of having to meet a monthly mortgage payment, but they also would like to maintain some of the liquidity of keeping their equity not necessarily tied up in the bricks and mortar of a house. So
And I guess that could also help with if they had, medical
absolutely
bills or other expenses.
Absolutely, it could help them cover a lot of different things as they are aging. One of the things we talk about when we are out working with our potential customers is this is an opportunity for you to put some money aside to be able to pay your taxes and insurance and all the other associated costs of being in a house that you may not necessarily have the financial wherewithal to want to have to pay on an annual basis. So it gives them a lot of different opportunities to basically remain a little more liquid and not have all their cash tied up in a house, but still not have any kind of monthly mortgage payment.
Now, you were telling me that this program started in 2009, right?
Yep, it came out of the Housing and Economic Recovery Act of 2008, and it became available beginning in 2009. And it came about for a couple of different reasons. So the program came out of the reverse mortgage program with FHA. What FHA saw at the time was they didn't have this available as a purchase option, but what they would see would be people buying a house, coming back 90 days after they bought it and doing a reverse mortgage and pulling the cash out to achieve the same objectives. And they said, well, this really doesn't make a whole lot of sense for them to have to pay 2 sets of closing costs to do this. And then the other side of that was when the market meltdown happened in real estate in 2008, it also happened in their retirement accounts, and they realized that they're going to be out there, that we're going to be struggling and didn't have the necessary capacity to make their retirement savings last forever. And they said, well, this is a program where we can help those people to convert home equity into retirement funds for them to be able to use going forward. So it's really not, even being a little over 10 years old, it's really not that well known a program, but we're seeing more and more seniors that are looking at this as an option when they're buying that home that they're using for downsizing or right sizing, depending on what term you want to use.
Yeah, this is one way to educate. So
how much you can borrow is dependent upon a couple of factors. One of it is how old you are. So the older you are, the more money you can borrow, the less down payments you're required to make.
Okay.
The second factor is where current interest rates are. So we use current interest rates combined with age, and we have a matrix that determines how much we can lend on a percentage basis for that. So let's say somebody's buying a $400,000 house. If they're 65 and the interest rates are at 3.5%, we calculate down that matrix and say age 65, 3.5%. This is how much of a percentage we can loan, and we'll multiply it by that home value, and that's what we can work with on that. So obviously, like I said, the older you are, the less you have to bring to the table because it's an age-based program.
So when you talk about the rate, you're talking about an FHA rate or conventional?
This is an FHA loan. In North Carolina, FHA loans are the only available option for the home equity conversion mortgage. There are some proprietary products that are coming out in other areas of the country that are not yet approved in North Carolina, where we're seeing some different options on that where they're not FHA loans. And they have to have the same protection that FHA loans have, which means that you'll, no matter what happens with the property values, you never would owe more than the value of the home. So if property values appreciate, you get the benefit of the appreciation. But if you were to buy a house and the property value did not appreciate and was in a position where, you know, you lived in it for a very long time and you now are upside down on the loan, you're never going to pay more than what you put in it initially with the way this program works.
That's a great point.
It's non-recourse, so they can't come back and ask you for more money.
Okay. So if people, especially here, our audience, wants more information, where is a good place to go?
Well, you can always contact your local realtor like Gigi. She can get you information. She's going to have a bunch of my booklets that are home buyers guides for the H4P program. The other place that they can go is online at mutual-reverse.com/kin-updegrade.
Thank you so much for joining me today. It's really incredible, great information, and
I appreciate the opportunity to join you today and hopefully get some people to know a little bit more about this great program and what it can do for them as part of their planning the latter years of their lives.
Yeah, and you know, I think we'll probably partner to try and get some workshops going.
Absolutely.
In our Triangle area here, so stay tuned. We'd love for you to come out or to share this information with those that you love.
Yep, if you're planning on making a move in the near future, whether it's downsizing or right sizing or just finding the right style home for you as you age, it would be worth your time to look for that seminar invite, come in and learn about what your options are in that space to be able to take on the folks that can help you navigate through that process. It may be a process you haven't done in 20 or 25 years, and as somebody who just went through a move about 18 months ago, it's nice to have some assistance.
Yes, definitely. All right. Thank you so much for joining us. Until next time, have a great one.
Thank you.